Coming up next, I have a new favorite fig fragrance. It's a new release that's coming out in the last few months, and I'm going to tell you what it is coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to Joel the Nose. And again, my best wishes to those of you who have not seen my video yet since the new year started. Happy New Year to everybody, and hope you have a wonderful 2023. Today's video is about a wonderful new fig fragrance that I have just obtained and love, and I love fig fragrances. I've talked before about, some of my favorites, from Diptyque to Therapia by Aroma, but I've tried a new one now by a perfumer who is definitely a, kind of one of those stars on the rise with a great pedigree. I'm giving you a lot of hints now to see if you can guess it. All right, without making you wait any further, and I'm gonna butcher the name, so again, all my French-speaking friends out there, please don't kill me. This is from Ubicante, Paris, the legendary Ubicante, Fougère Royale, the first Fougère ever from over 100 years ago, which is, legendary. They have created a fragrance that came out in the last few months, so this is a new release. It's called Figuière Noir. Figuière Noir. And again, I'm probably butchering that, but here you go. Take a look at that. I love their bottles. They have that classic kind of basket weave material on the glass, so exquisitely designed. A nice thick metal cap that's got nice weight to it. This is a 100 milliliter bottle. I believe it retails for around $200 at this point. And this is, I'm telling you right now, I think this is going to be an exceptionally received fragrance, at least by me. Again, everyone's got their own opinions, but I'm telling you, this thing is a home run to me. And why is that? I love, as I said before, fig fragrances. I love fig for room spray. In fact, I use it in my house all the time. It's, to me, the best of all the room sprays I've ever tried. I love the smell of fig, how it just kind of emanates. It's soothing, it's calming, yet it's energetic with the greenness of it. Why do I like this one so much? So, first of all, let me describe some of the notes for you here. This is a fragrance that when it starts out, when you spray it, you get the fig immediately. It's got fig leaf at the top, it's got cardamom, black pepper, cloves. In the heart, you also have more fig, black fig now. So you have the leaf at the top, you have fig at the heart, black fig, iris and jasmine. And then you go down to the base notes, where you have cedar, fig, patchouli, and candied fruits. So you have more fig basically throughout the entire fragrance. And this is a fig bomb. It is just a wonderful all-around, bitter, but yet green, but sweet. The combination that the perfumer uses here is, again, I don't know how, I think she accomplished something here between the bitterness and the sweetness and the greenness that is a unique fragrance. And for those of you who don't know, again, I didn't mention her name, the perfumer here is Celine Elena. That's Jean-Claude Elena's daughter, the famous, legendary, one of the most renowned perfumers in the world, Jean-Claude Elena, former the in-house perfumer for Hermès for years. This is his daughter. She grew up in Grasse, France. She talks a little bit about that, around fig trees growing naturally, sitting under these trees. And she created this, by the way. This is labeled as a masculine fragrance. To me, when I smell it, it could be unisex, like basically all perfumes, really, in my opinion. But it is designed by her for men specifically. And you smell it right away. So let me spray some on my skin here, so you can see my reaction. It's such a unique combination between the fresh bitterness of fig, the fig note in the leaf, but yet it's also got this spicy sweetness. So you got that candied fruit in there that almost gives it a gourmand-like texture or smell or feel. To me, it's a feel. It's not so much a smell, it's a feel. It's an all-around feel this fragrance gives me. And with the black pepper gives it some spiciness, the cardamom gives it some spiciness, the cloves. So those top notes really kind of give it this kind of fresh punch. You almost feel right out of the gate, this is it almost kind of hits you like, but it's got the sweetness from the jasmine and the candied fruits to not be too abrasive. So I like the balance she does here. It seems like she's really trying to balance competing notes here that could have gone terribly wrong, but in her skilled hands, I think came out really, really well. The projection initially is very good. This is, by the way, an eau de parfum, so it is, a good concentration. The smell is so unique. It also has a very green, almost, again, masculine. I don't want to say it reminds me of Apex, but some of the fragrances now that are coming back that have this ode to the 80s popular men's fragrances like Polo Green or Drakkar Noir. Drakkar Noir, obviously kind of a similar last name, the Noir, the dark. So clearly, when you look at the name here, which by the way in French, figuier, noir means black fig tree. So this clearly is this kind of darker fig. I think sometimes fig may be associated more feminine, and this is clearly a darker fig. But because it is fig, I believe, again, it's also very good for both men and women. As I wear this, you'll see it really kind of changes from this really darker green, almost in your face, like masculine ode to the 80s, but you have a modern twist style fragrance, to that heart note where you have iris and jasmine, which typically I would consider more feminine notes. But again, I use that in a very loose term because I don't really label fragrances that way. But what would be considered classically more feminine notes. So it kind of relaxes a little bit, but then you have the heart with the cedar and the patchouli, the base with the cedar and the patchouli. I love cedar. That wood mixes so well here with that fig and that black fig and that candied fruit. The candied fruit is a note here that I don't know what she's using, as far as specifically to be a candied fruit. Obviously, it gives a little bit of a sweetness, a softness. And I think it really rounds out this fragrance. I think it really, again, balances it from the top to bottom. What I like here are the top notes, the heart notes, the base notes are really balanced well here. When I read the notes before I sprayed this on, I'm thinking this could go a lot of different directions. I read somewhere someone saying it smells synthetic. I mean, everything is synthetic. To me, this doesn't smell, quote, synthetic, whatever that means. This really smells like a wonderfully composed, dark, fig, green, masculine fragrance. Again, that I would actually love to smell on women too, to see how it works with their skin. But so there you have it. I gotta say, I've been wearing this now for the last few days, and this is, my new favorite fragrance. I do this every few months where I talk about a new fragrance that I've, acquired that is, my favorite go-to fragrance right now, because I'm constantly obviously smelling a lot of stuff. And believe me, a lot goes through my nose on a daily, weekly basis. And this one has stood out to me. Love the presentation, love the bottle. By the way, the glass, really thick, really just got weight to it. So if you like something that, again, even the bottle feels masculine to me. I didn't show the top of the cap. So it has the basket weave on the top up there also. And it's got, the name all the way around. All right, so there you have it. Check it out, guys. If you like fig, if you like kind of something green, dark, masculine, fresh, little bit almost gourmandish. I know it sounds like a lot, but you gotta believe me, you gotta try it. Kudos to Ms. Elena, because she's clearly got talent. I'm sure she has it in her blood from her father, but she's clearly also, on her own right, an excellent perfumer. I'll be back soon with another video. Hope you guys are having a great new year. Peace, love, and perfume.